Welcome to Asian Flush.
Today we'll be reviewing Black Box Premium Wine.
Black Box is the most awarded premium box wine. Yet, misconception still swirls around box wine and its quality.
The ultimate in convenience, freshness, and flavors. Also perfect for gatherings or a weekend dinner.
And to start off with, we got Black Box Cabernet Sauvignon. It's a full-body, well-balanced red wine that lingers on the palate. Cheers. Yeah, drinking this, I do get like the tartness and the sourness, and it just tastes really good. And it's like a more traditional drink that I would think about.
Yeah, so drinking this overall, this just reminds me what a wine should typically would taste like. So like tasting this overall, like you went in really smooth like water. But after that, there's like a sourness or tartness along with like the wine flavor taste that like kind of finishes it up and brings out the full flavor of it. And now we have Black Box Chardonnay. Has rich notes of citrus and a touch of oak to accumulate its smooth finish. Cheers. Alright, so my thoughts on this is basically it went in yet again really smooth overall. There is like this like tartness, sourness with it. But with this, when it ends, it's just like it dries my throat or dries my mouth a little bit.
Yeah, for me drinking this, yeah, it's like I do get the main thing that still gets me is the base wine taste is probably like a more sour note, but it's actually a lot lighter than the red wine I drank before. And now we have Black Box Pinot Noir, featuring enticing aromas of red cherries with a soft hint of toasty vanilla oak. Notes of fresh berries and cocoa on the palate leads to a delicate, lingering finish. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, this one, I still get that base sour note to it, but the bitter note also like lasts longer and lingers in your mouth when you're done drinking it.
Yeah, so drinking this overall, if you want like a full-bodied wine, like the Black Box Pinot Noir does do that overall. It does give you a whole bunch of flavors, fruity, sour, bitterness, and it's a fairly well-balanced. And now we have Black Box Marlot. Delivers hints of plum, black cherry, and baking spices with soft tannins and subtle acidity.
Cheers.
Alright, so drinking this overall, it doesn't have as much flavor like as the Pinot Noir, but there is like a spice, like a spice, like a woods flavor with it. With this too, it also like dries up my whole entire mouth.
Yeah, for me drinking this, like going in, it was pretty good. I do get like a kind of like a bitterness from a kind of like a berry flavor, and going in, I do taste like black, like a bland cherry also taste to it. And finishing off, there's no aftertaste or anything like that, like when I had with the Pinot Noir. And now we have Black Box Sauvignon Blanc. It's bursting with bright notes of grapefruit and lime, and it has a vibrant and crisp finish.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah, drinking this one, it tastes pretty good. It has that wine flavor to it, but also has like a good citrus note to it, like a very tart citrus taste to it. But it also leaves a dry finish in my mouth.
So drinking this, I get tartness, like sour notes, and then like it saps the moisture out of my mouth overall. Like to me personally, this isn't a drink that I would personally like, especially drinking it by itself. But maybe with some food, it probably like enhance some food flavors. But just with this by itself, not to my liking. And now we have Black Box Pinot Grigio, a medium-bodied California white wine with a vibrant and clean finish. Cheers. Alright, so like this just reminds me basically of what we had before for the wine. Only thing with this though, it's just a bit lighter. It's like a bit more subtle. So a little bit less sourness, a little bit less tartness, but it's still a pretty clean finish. But yet again, when I drink this by itself, not so much. Having it with food, yeah, probably.
I still get the sourness, the tartness, but it is really light, and it still leaves a dry taste in my mouth, and I really can't get any of the other flavors coming out from this. And now we have Black Box Deep and Dark Cabernet Sauvignon. Has a rich aroma of dark fruits and toasted oak with a lingering notes of berries. It is a fuller body and has a stronger notes of berries when compared to the classic Black Box Cabernet Sauvignon. Cheers! Yep. Yeah, it definitely has like a stronger, more concentrated taste than the classic taste, the classic Cabernet Sauvignon. Like, I really get the berry notes, I really get the oak notes and everything that comes with it. And overall, really good. But I would probably still choose the classic just for a more casual setting.
Yeah, so yet again with this, basically it's a more fuller body, like in the description overall. Having this by itself though, personally I wouldn't want to do it unless it's like a weekend or something like that where I know like the next day, like, you know, I can relax and chill and whatnot. But this one is just a really full flavored and personally it's just maybe a little bit too much for me. Like he said too, I would rather just go with the classic one where it's a bit more subtle and just a bit more, just tastes more like wine overall. And now we end off with Black Box Buttery Chardonnay. It's full and rich with distinct notes of baked apples and stone fruit complemented by notes of vanilla and toasted oak, finishing with the creamy mouthfeel. Cheers! Alright, so having like buttery in like its name overall, I don't get much of that within this drink. It's still very smooth and like when it goes in, but there's still like tart sourness with this particular drink.
Yeah, for me drinking this, it's like biting into a bland apple. Not saying that this drink is bad like a bland apple, but like it's the flavors. As in like with the other one, like the tartness and the sourness is like in your face. For this one, it's like drinking the wine and it's like the flavors are in the background. So it's kind of like, oh, it's kind of like biting into a bland apple where the flavors are kind of like subtle, coming at you subtly, and that's how the wine tastes like. Tastes like you're drinking it and the flavors are coming at you subtly. Well, so after drinking all those, I have to say that my go-to is probably the Cabernet Sauvignon, just because like for a casual, like if you're a casual wine drinker or just want to drink it casual, this will probably be the best. It has a very balanced flavor to it. It's very like typical biased like wine taste to it. So if you're thinking about wine taste, this is like a really basic wine taste and it's pretty good. And it's very good for casuals. What I don't like was the buttery Chardonnay. Why? Just cause like the flavors, it was like biting into like a bland apple. Like the flavors were really subtle and it came to you really subtly. And for me, if I was to drink a wine, I want like, you know, I want like to taste the flavors and like I don't really want it to be coming to me very subtly. So that's why I chose this one.
Alright, so with me, what I didn't like about all the Black Box wines so far that we've had is Sauvignon Blanc. Just because it basically is, you know, you get a sourness, tartness, and it's really bland overall. With that too though, what I do like is the Pinot Noir. Just because it is a more fuller flavored wine. Basically, you get the wine taste with it, you get a full body flavor with it, and to me overall, it's just a well-balanced, like full flavored wine.
So I do know that we didn't miss a lot of the Black Box wines because these were probably all the 500 milliliters that we had at our local stores. But if there's any other ones, let us know.
If you made it this far, like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below.
And remember, drink responsibly, my friends.